what's important, I'm going to tell you, I just went to Party City to see if they had some Redskins balloons. They won't be a party for you. But listen, the first half of this game was stressful. It was stressful. You know what I mean? But is this the biggest comeback of Carson Wentz's career? Who looked phenomenal, by the way. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about a few stat lines. 300 yards passing, 3 touchdowns for Carson Wentz. Should have been 4. I don't know how they scored that weird Alshon Jeffrey situation, saying it was a run. Carson Wentz clearly threw the ball to him. It was a screenplay for 2 yards, but they counted it as a run somehow, some way. They need to fix that. But yeah, we did what we had to do. You know what I mean? We did what we had to do. I feel like Doug Peterson. Now, I don't think the offense was sluggish at all. The defense couldn't get off the field in the first half. And the offense didn't really have the ball enough to do what they had to do, like they did in the second half. But that changed quickly. The defense started getting off of the field in the second half of the game. We start putting up points. Doug Peterson shows again why he's one of the best coaches in the business. It confused a lot of us in the first half what he was doing, but Doug Peterson's his attention to detail and his the way that Doug Peterson adjusts at halftime is just bar none. I mean, nobody adjusts at halftime like Doug Peterson. Nobody makes corrections better than Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson showed that again. Like I said, he didn't take his foot off the gas in the second half. I think he pressed a little bit too much with that, going for that 4th down where we should have took the points and made it a 10-7 game, a 10-3 game, because right after that, the Redskins gashed us on a deep pass. Rasul Douglas got burnt. He was left out there on the island because we thought the Redskins were going to just keep trying to pound the ball away. I think Darius Geis had 10 carries for 18 yards. I mean, we stuffed the run, completely stuffed the run. I mean, we gave those boys no chance. But in stuffing the run, we left a lot open for, Case Keenum. Case Keenum found his choices. Case Keenum picked his poison. You know what I mean? We picked our poison. I feel like we sold out in the first half to stop the run, that Case Keenum start picking us apart. And Jay Gruden, whatever, I keep butchering his dude name because he ain't nobody that I should remember. The Gruden guy, you know what I mean? He was able to make some plays and catch us with our skirt down a couple of times with some deep passes. Desean Jackson still can run. Desean Jackson is the greatest deep wide receiver of all time. Desean Jackson is the greatest deep threat the NFL has ever seen. And I'm going to keep saying that until I'm proven otherwise. You know what I mean? I looked crazy when I said it in the offseason, but he had 2 50-yard touchdown passes. 2 50-yard touchdown passes today in the same game. Desean Jackson is going to be able to help elevate Carson Wentz's game to the next level. Period. Alshon Jeffrey and Desean Jackson it's probably the greatest 1-2 punch in the NFL right now. Now, Alshon Jeffrey's numbers don't pop off to you right now like, they jumping off the board like Deshaun's did today. But Alshon Jeffrey got 2 touchdowns just like Deshaun did. You know what I mean? I feel like we should have tried to get Zach Ertz more involved in the first half. I think we tried to be too cute in the first half. We opened the game with a spread, 5 wide deep offense. I think Sproles was a wide receiver the first play of the game. Come on. You know what I mean? But I liked what the run showed this in the second half. We had 2 guys running for about 44 and 45 yards. One Sproles and one Jordan Howard. Miles Sanders was getting out there. We got 3 legitimate running backs. Nobody's going to be worn down going into the stretch coming out of this backfield. Nobody's going to be worn down. So don't expect, Jordan Howard had 44, 45 rushing yards, something like that, on 6 carries. I think Jordan Howard needs at least 10 carries a game. I mean, Jordan Howard showed that he could carry the load. Darren Sproles, was out there more than I would have liked to see, but Darren Sproles did his thing. So you got no complaints from me there. The Washington Redskins are trash. They are exactly what we thought they were. The second half showed us who they really were. You know what I mean? They did virtually nothing. I think they got a touchdown in garbage time. But just how many of you guys can talk heavy like I talked and still come out here and get a win? I guaranteed the win, and we came out here and got the win. Week 1. Without playing no preseason, I know what we got. That was our dress rehearsal. The first half of this game was our dress rehearsal. You know what I'm saying? The Washington Redskins ain't nobody scary. They're not nobody that I ever worried about. They're not nobody that I'm going to start worrying about. We should have blew them dudes out the water. We should have blew them out the water. You should see the timestamp on some of the text messages that I got when it was looking grim for us. 17-zip. It was looking grim for us. It was. But bad teams blow 17-point leads, and good teams find a way to make adjustments and come back. You know what I mean? The defensive line looked dominant in the second half of that game. Dominant. Shout out to the defensive line. You know what I mean? The game ball to me, so a lot of people going to say, oh, it's going to go to Desean Jackson. Desean Jackson did what he was supposed to do. If it was 2 game balls, you know, I don't even think Desean Jackson would get the second game ball. The game ball to me goes to the offensive line. The offensive line stepped up and gave Carson Wentz time to even find Desean Jackson. Carson Wentz kept a clean jersey. Carson Wentz was out of harm. This is supposed to be a dangerous front seven. This is supposed to be a dangerous front seven. They could not get any pressure on Carson Wentz at all. At all. You know what I mean? At all. You know, Doug Peterson put Carson Wentz in harm's way, in my opinion, by calling the first half the way that he did, but Carson Wentz responded like somebody who's ready to take like what I've been telling you guys, man. Carson Wentz's mental evolution. How many young quarterbacks would have pressed down that much, trying to go for the big shot? How many young quarterbacks would have pressed, not being patient and scanning the field? Carson Wentz did no such thing. Ended the game with 300 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. You see what I'm saying? 300 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. No interceptions. A 17-point comeback. Came back from 17 down. Carson Wentz did that. It was looking bad for us. Carson Wentz, the captain. Nobody else in the division is capable of coming back 17 down. Nobody else in the division is capable of that. I'm sorry. No quarterback in the division is capable of it. So for all you guys that laughed at us in the second half, remember this. Now your team is up. Especially you Dallas Cowboys fans, your team is up. Your team is up. Good luck to you guys. You know, let me tell you something. The pressure, this is the most pressure that you'll ever get in NFL. Playing against a team you know you should beat. The Dallas Cowboys, y'all feel as though y'all should beat the New York Giants. Y'all feel as though y'all should win this game. Go out there and do it.